And we're back in the attic. We're here with our... Oh, I forgot my headphones.
Oh, no.
All right. Ah, that sounds better now. All right. We're here with our crew, minus Charlie.
Lifetime guest, Sandy.
Tim Sandy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Tim Sandy. And that fine
Tis I.
FNDY hat.
FDNY. Never forget, never remember.
Never.
That's going to go over well.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, yeah, and this is Danny.
You can send the hate mail directly to Danny.
Yes.
9/11.
If you want to email us at
Or
podcast@yahoo.com.
Or you can just leave a comment below.
Yeah, leave comments. Review us on iTunes, too. We're doing this at the beginning now.
Yeah, we're just getting it right out of the way. We wrote it first on the page, so we figured might as well just do it.
Definitely need some comments out there.
Definitely need. Hey, we gained one more subscriber this week. Thank you.
Subscribers, wow.
Cool. Thanks for subscribing, people.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm pretty sure it's Bob from Stop and Shop.
Hey.
Good to have you aboard, Bob.
Because I told him, I'm like, Bob, at the top of the YouTube page, there's a little button that says subscribe. Just click on that. He goes, what's going to happen? I said,
the YouTube subscribers? I don't care
Virus.
about those, man.
I said, you're just going to get an email every time I put something up. He's like, the wife isn't going to like it.
Well, maybe his wife will listen.
Maybe. That counts as 2 more hits.
We won't have people talking about penises at the beginning. Oh, wait.
Well, we could do it.
ruined
Yeah.
We just did.
Well,
Danny's
I'm not talking
pulling
about
on.
jerking them off, right?
I wasn't jerking, it was blowing.
Whatever Charlie says. All right. Bye, Charlie. We'll see you whenever you're on again. All right. So tonight on the docket, we've got Game of Thrones. We're talking about the episode Garden of Bones that was on last week.
Oh, yeah.
So me and Kimball are going to get into that.
Wow.
We both watched that. Sandy
I
didn't.
don't feel
Sandy's-
like a lot's going to grow out of a garden of bones.
Actually, a lot would because there's a lot of good protein there for
I was just
letting
going to say
plants
that.
grow and stuff.
Yeah. It's probably good fertilizer. Grind that shit up.
Yeah. And then we're talking about the latest episode of Legend of Korra, Voices in the Night, which was actually a pretty good episode. I enjoyed it a lot.
Podcast
I liked
is
it a-
getting nerdier and
What?
nerdier. And
It's not getting nerdier.
every
It's
day.
getting more TV centric.
It is, and I'm enjoying that.
Yeah. It's easy to watch TV every week and then talk about it as opposed to play a
Don't
video
have
game.
cable, you guys. Let's talk about the news, ABC.
How do you watch ABC if you don't have cable?
ABC is
What are you talking about? It's a network show. It's a network channel. You can watch all network without.
I don't know.
buying
I never
cable.
got one of those things that you need to require to pick up
Oh.
the air channels.
Yeah, because you can't use rabbit ears anymore.
Yeah, so I can't watch it.
All right. Yep. So let me finish
Yeah.
out what we're going to talk about. All right. Me and Kimball. I
Why'd
got
you
Kimball to
finish that
watch
out?
Young Justice season 2.
He
first
twisted my
episode.
arm. I did not want to.
Yeah.
No, he
I
definitely
watched
wanted
it.
to.
So we'll talk about that. And then we'll
Tried
talk
to
about.
stop
I
it
also
from
saw
happening.
Pirates Band of Misfits. We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to get some thoughts on our continuing exploits in the world of Trials Evolution, which everybody bought but Sandy because Sandy doesn't have a PS3. So
I would buy
actually,
it.
we
And I
should
do
set,
have a PS3.
But
we should
Sandy-
just set up a Kickstarter for Sandy to get him an Xbox.
Yeah,
You think
Kickstart.
there's Kickstarters on there for people to get Xbox?
No, you can't do that.
You
It's
can't.
against the terms of
If you
service.
want to hear me talk about Xbox?
Why? Because you're not providing
send
a
in money
service.
to buy me an Xbox.
Oh, and also, speaking of last week's episode when we were talking about Kickstarter, so I looked at the terms of service and stuff, and yeah, Kickstarter has no authority to make them cover what they say.
I told you.
But
I told you.
but
I told you.
that's why you got to watch what you kickstart. You got to watch what you do.
No,
But-
you just don't. You gotta watch. You just gotta have. Make sure you think you pick someone who's like capable of producing what they're gonna produce.
Yeah, exactly. Something that's possible.
Feasible.
Yeah.
Double Fine's gonna fuck us.
No, they're not. It's Double
I
Fine.
hope they do.
It might take a while though. Who knows?
3-4 years down the road. Yeah, I got my game. Have they produced any episodes, by the way? First off,
No,
Alright.
no documentary episodes.
because
yet.
I was like, I figured we would have got like another update video by now. It's been a while.
I don't know. They might be ramping up for E3 or something. I don't know.
Probably out spending all that Kickstarter money.
They just bought a little kiddie pool, dumped it all in there, and is going.
Yeah, swimming around in the money.
Cool.
It's a lot of $1 bills. 3 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it all in ones too.
Big.
There's a run in the country on ones now because they took them all.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Is that even possible?
Not with 3 million now. All right, but so let's get into Game of Thrones. So,
Jumping right
what do you
in.
think of
I'm
the
not
episode?
ready. I'm not ready.
Well, get
not
ready.
ready.
All right, I'm ready.
He's ready.
I liked it.
What do you think of the episode? Was it wasn't really action packed?
No, it was
Good to
okay.
go. A lot of people, plotting. But All right, so in this episode, it's pretty much Tyrion's like kind of cementing control of King's Landing a little bit, and then there's a lot of stuff with like Renly and his brother Stannis, and they're like fighting over things. So Stannis is like, "You should come over to my side. I'm the rightful king." And Renly's like, "Nobody likes you, brother."
Is that
No
the
will
one
follow
with
you."
the
Brothers are always fighting.
They
Yeah,
are.
You
see,
know, Danny.
this
you,
one-
you both have brothers.
Yeah,
right?
except in this case, there's lives at stake. In Kingdoms.
lives?
Oh,
No,
there's
there's
lives at
lives in
stake.
stake in real.
In real
You and your
life.
brother.
Right.
I always swear one of them one day, like, oh, I killed Danny
It's gonna
today.
go too far.
It's gonna go to someone's gonna when someone pulls out a knife, it's over.
Or a gun. It happens. No, so the thing the what's the one with the girl that's all in red?
Theseus.
Melisandre, that's Stannis Baratheon.
Yeah.
Made that
Like
name
they
up.
just it seems like they came out of nowhere. Like whoa, where did
No,
these?
in season 1 they mentioned Stannis.
Yeah, they just mentioned Stannis.
Yeah, well, because
This
he's
is so
he's the
many
lord. He's the lord
characters.
of Dragonstone, and he doesn't show up until because nobody likes him, so he wasn't around in King's Landing.
The
But
guy's a dick.
the only way
When
he's
I-
like showing up and saying he should be king is because he's next in line in succession. Because Sean Bean's like, oh yeah, this son over here, they're not real, so Stannis, you should be king.
But don't you guys take notes when you watch it? Like write down the characters.
gonna
and
lie,
who
today
they are,
I
like
kinda-
a little summary about them.
I nodded off a little bit
Yeah,
today on
forget.
the episode. I might
Oh.
watch it again.
Nodded off. Oh, no.
Well, I already know all the characters' names and stuff.
It's because you read the books. Fucking nerd.
Marjorie, Tyrell, and the Knight of Flowers.
I can't believe he read all. He does so much reading, but he can't read the menu at the Chinese restaurant the other day.
I know, that's a good call. How do you read the
What
books?
do you mean?
Like last night when we were at the Kai
Because
High.
it's laminated. The glare.
It's all shiny. It's
Yeah,
the
the
glare. He does have problems with the glare.
It's the light. It's
It's
the
the
lighting.
halos, man.
Yes.
It's the halos.
Great. All right.
No, answer that question.
What? I paperbacks are tough to read because they're very
Do you break
small.
out like a magnifying glass?
No.
You're
Do you
not,
have-
you're not
they
at
have
that
those
point
ones
yet.
that you can
I just
slide
read
down
close
the
to it.
page.
I just read
Do you
close
see
to
like you buried your face in the book?
Yeah, yeah.
How do you get enough light?
Everyone
in there?
always says when I'm reading, it's like, you need glasses there, kids. Like, shut up. I don't need glasses. I get contacts. It's none of your business. Why do you even care?
Why
I'm trying
you
to read a
getting
book here
harassed?
and
You're
people are
just-
talking to me.
So this guy
trying to read
suggested
at work
something
and people
nice
are-
to you, and the guy says
That's
you're
not
just jumping down his throat.
No, it's not nice at all. They're just making a joke, and there's no reason to make
I don't
a
think he's
joke.
making a
We get
joke.
it.
He's making a comment
Maybe he's
saying,
really
Yeah,
concerned for
I'm
your
reading.
eyes.
I don't need
"Yo,
comments.
maybe you need glasses," and you just fucking jump down his throat.
No, I don't jump down his
I don't know. It's the
say
way it
something
just
like,
said it.
oh, I have contacts, but they don't really work too well. I'm working on them, blah, blah, blah.
I'm
Did
working
you tell
on the
people about
contacts.
your eye disorder? or
Yeah,
you-
they don't care. They kind of nod for a while. And they're like, oh, really? Really?
I think people
really?
get
And then
it.
their eyes just glaze over, and
That's
then
probably-
I
it's
hope
probably
they
the-
walk away.
I think that's
baritone
pretty
way you
intense
say
though.
it.
Like if someone told me, yeah, I might get my eyes cut out and replaced with dead people
I
eyes.
don't explain that.
Well, that's how you get
Yeah,
the hook.
see, you got to start right
But
off
I'm
the
not,
bat with
I'm
that.
not getting my eyes sliced.
I'm getting dead people eyes. Just that's how you
Parts of
start
dead
to go.
people's eyes.
Yeah, the way you say it though, it's like it's not like they're physically taking out your whole eyeball
Yes.
and getting it.
It's not
It's more
Minority
intense
Report
that way,
here.
though.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
They should
though.
do that in an
I
episode.
It'd be
wish that
great.
Minority
It'd be
Report.
great, like if you could have like one brown and blue eye or some shit.
Well, yeah.
Why would that be great?
I don't know.
It'd be weird
It
looking.
would be weird.
Yeah, but it'd be great.
I want you to see the things that the person's eye has seen. You know.
All right. Yeah, but back to Game of Thrones.
back to Game of Thrones.
So, what do you think at the end of the episode? Pretty much the smoke monster is born from Lost at the
yeah,
end
I
of the
don't
episode.
know. Yeah, it was
that
just,
the-
I did not expect that.
Smoke
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's the
Oh,
Red
Jesus.
Priestess
polar
who in
bear?
the previous episode bangs Stannis. And so now she's like opens up her shirt and stuff and she's like pregnant and then like she's birthing this thing and what comes out
Smoke.
is like a full grown like human like smoky type thing that's like a shadow creature.
This
and
sounds
just like
weird.
gets out of her
It's pretty weird.
it
I'm
crawls
not gonna
out
lie.
of her craw.
A full size man.
Yeah.
No,
made
it
of
comes
smoke.
out like this small thing, and then he just morphs into a man.
Yeah, well, you can
Oh,
see his
gross.
arm come out and it
Yeah.
like pulls out. It's really,
grabs
it's
it.
really
He grabs her leg and pulls himself out.
yeah.
That's not a proper birth.
There's a
when
lot of
limb
screaming
comes out
going on. I
first.
always get embarrassed when I watch this at the house.
Oh, when there's like
yeah, shit,
sexual
like-
things
yeah.
going
I'm
on.
like, because I have to have it up so loud because there's a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
and it's for the most part, I think it's more of a quiet show.
Well, you think the sex is bad in Game of Thrones? I mean, even on Rome, like the beginning of Rome opens with someone just banging someone on the bed. Like that's like the big opening shot.
Yeah, see, I just don't like. It's just like, whoa.
Your parents are there.
Yeah, you're not
something.
ready for this.
Well, at least you're not watching.
Did you watch the news today? How about that weather today?
Yeah.
You have to specifically like look for shows that like don't have.
I don't know. I saw.
Well, I'm not watching Girl with Dragon Tattoo with my family. I never want to do that.
Why? What's
that rape scene?
Oh, there's rape.
You've never seen that?
I've never seen the movie.
It's one of the most vile like rape scenes ever committed to screen.
Viled.
But yeah, so then
that was interesting. So like, what is that character?
What? She's a priestess.
No, not
She's
her.
got magic powers.
Guy.
What's the smoke guy?
Yeah.
What's he gonna do?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to watch the episode tonight to find out. Why is he there?
He's gonna give everyone lung cancer.
So what do you think about the king and like beating up those girls? And his what's his
so
princess? Is she the princess?
No. Well, all right. It starts off
Joffrey.
Like at the beginning of the episode, actually starts with like the king in the north like comes down and like slaughters a bunch of guys. So then Joffrey, the king.
I like that scene. That scene was cool at the beginning with the wolf jumping down.
Yeah,
that was a very cool scene.
There are a lot of cool stuff with the wolves
jumping.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then Joffrey's like beating up Sansa because her brother's like just winning every battle he's in. So he's like starts beating her up. And then like Tyrion shows up. He's like, "What are you doing here? You shouldn't be doing this." They call him the Mad King. And then like he's like talking about him and one of his bodyguards is like, "Is that a threat, imp?" And then he's like, "No, it's not a threat. If you knew it was a threat." And then he tells his friend, "Hey, if that knight speaks again, kill him." And then he's like, "That's a threat."
Wow, that was a bad rendition.
Yeah, that was a bad rendition of what's going on. But anyways, so then like they get to talk and it's like, "So why is Joffrey all crazy and stuff?" And then someone makes a comment to Tyrion like, maybe he should lose his virginity or whatever." And like so he buys him a whore pretty much. And then
2 whores actually.
Yeah, 2 whores. 2? So while they're in there,
Wow.
he just starts like telling her to like whip her with like a belt. And then he gives her like this huge like, I don't know, it's like a cane almost.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whip the other
It's
girl?
like a piece of wood.
Yeah, it's like a piece of wood and then it's got horns on it. And you look at it, it looks like she's gonna like shove it in her craw, but she just beats
Why did
him
you
with
say
it.
craw? Yeah.
That's what I'm calling it.
The craw?
Yeah.
That's such a... Where did that... I've never even heard...
You never even heard that?
No.
For
I've never
vagina?
heard the relation between craw.
No, that's a craw.
It's not a very pretty way to...
No, it's not at all.
Her vagina. All right. But yeah, so like he's getting very...
Oh, the craw, you mean?
Yeah, the
Just
craw.
wouldn't do that to my girlfriend.
So she's...
I just feel like it's going to crawl.
He's getting very sadistic with these women now.
Yeah.
And he's like totally like...
I'm a little disappointed though, because like after the women beat each other, he's supposed to bring her to his brother's chamber or whatever. And I wanted them to search. I wanted to see her all beat up for some reason.
You're awful.
I don't know, because I figured
off
So
screen.
is this
They
like
would do-
this is like a weird... Why is he telling her to beat the other one? Is it like a weird sexual
I think he
thing?
has, like,
because well,
I think he does have some fetish thing along with the beating.
Well, he gets pleasure out of seeing pain in others, and also it's a way to like stick it to his uncle and be like, "You're buying me these whores. I don't need these whores. So here, I'm gonna mess him around with that and teach you a lesson not to interfere in my life."
Yeah, I want to see how that
I
worked
wonder how
out.
much that kind of thing goes for, you know?
I'm sure it was. Well, they got plenty of money. He's the king.
Yeah.
Plus, he's a
Those
Lannister.
whores got paid pretty well.
I'm sure they did.
Lannisters poop gold.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
So no, that was that. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was interesting how they show how the king is becoming more and more crazy.
Yeah, he's definitely nuts.
Definitely
Really nuts. And then we also catch up with Arya a little bit. She's currently under
Hypnosis.
Siege. She's a prisoner. She's a prisoner with a bunch of Lannister men. So they're like torturing a bunch of them. And then Tywin shows up, and like he immediately notices that she's not a girl. He's like, "Oh, that's a girl. That's not a boy," because she's dressed up as a boy right now. And he like immediately notices it because that just shows how smart Tywin is. And he's like, "That's not a boy. That's a girl. Can't you all see?"
You idiots, you fools.
Yeah. So we got a little.
I
bit
don't
of
understand
Arya
like I mean, I don't know where that whole plot line's going.
what
I don't know with her.
she's trying to survive.
I understand that, but like,
It has nothing to do with the greater battle for the kingdoms. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, some cool stuff happens with her later.
I'm sure
on.
it does, but at this point, like, they should have just let her go to the wall and just go right to the cool shit.
Well, who says she's going to the wall? Bump.
What?
I don't know.
She's going to
Is
the
that a
wall?
joke?
He's saying he's going to the
No,
wall.
who says she's going there?
She was
Going to
going.
the
She was
wall.
planning to.
Yeah, well, they were going to the wall, and Winterfell's right near the wall, so it was just kind of like hey, we'll drop you off on the way.
I did think it was interesting when she was captured. They were torturing the men. I like the way
Oh yeah,
they done it. They take like a rat and they put it in a bucket and they strap the bucket.
And they
to
heat the bucket
Yeah,
up. I've
it-
seen
yeah.
that.
It's been
before.
done. It's been done before.
yeah, but
where-
it's still pretty brutal to watch it.
yeah, they should have did like cut clips of the rat digging at him. That would have been cool to see.
You are turning into Joffrey here right now.
No, I don't want to do any of it. I just want to witness.
Yeah, that's what Joffrey does. He doesn't get his hands
wanna get
dirty. He tells
dirty.
other people to do it.
That's true. Sandy, can we try it out?
On me?
Gross.
What are you asking me? No, I don't have a rat.
And then-
I'll get one.
All right, but and then one other thing with this episode, Daenerys actually does something. She gets out of the desert and goes to the city of Querth. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know how to say that word either.
Neither could she because she
She
mispronounced
goes to the
it.
Queef City.
Yeah.
And they weren't going to let her in, and this guy vouches for her and cuts his hand and is like, I'll vouch for them. Hey, come into the city.
That's how you vouch for someone?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
slice
with
your
blood.
hand open.
with blood. And he was like, my blood, see.
He was black,
It's
so
all
that,
my blood.
that was a
I don't
good
get
tone
it.
for it.
He was black?
Yeah.
No, that's not why he did it.
No, the way you did it. Oh.
Oh, my hand is bloody, see.
It was a good episode, though.
Yeah, it's definitely a building episode. I
Definitely
think.
a building episode.
This stuff's going to happen.
Like, they
tonight
didn't
as
show,
we're
what's the
recording.
guy, the brother that's at the wall? They didn't show
Oh,
any-
Jon Snow.
Yeah, they didn't show
Yeah,
anything
he's
about
beyond
him.
the wall now.
Yeah, he's beyond the wall.
Yep,
Beyond
he
the
wasn't
wall.
in it at all. And no Theon either this episode.
That's
Theon?
bad news when
Yeah.
you're beyond the wall.
Theon's
usually.
the Viking one. Who's
Oh,
the
yeah,
one with
yep,
the
yep.
Viking dudes.
None of that. See, that's the
Bikers?
problem.
Viking.
Oh, Viking.
That's the problem. They just have too many people. They can't even show what happens to every person in an episode.
Yeah, but that's kind of also the allure of the show is that it's such a grand like tapestry of stories
I
that
guess.
they can tell. Like no other show besides The Wire like does this like sprawling epic.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean that's
The
a plus of the
Wire.
books, but it's also a negative with the books, and depending on where you're coming from, it can be positive and negative. From my perspective, it's positive. From your
I see.
perspective,
I think it's
it can
different
be
though. I
negative.
think it's easier in a book
yeah, it definitely is.
because like I just feel like in the show, like I don't know, when I feel like in the book, like when they talk about a specific person, they give you so much more detail. Jesus, do you remember who that person is?
and not only even the person, where that person is in the world,
Right.
That's
That's
like
the thing.
how it relates to everything else. They can
Right.
remind you each chapter, like this is this, and it's related to
right.
this.
And the thing, in the show though, they show like because it's so visual, like it's still I think it's tougher to remember it that way.
What with like the map at the beginning?
No,
of
I
the-
see. I watch that every time. I love the opening to that.
Yeah, I love the music too.
But I just think the visual like between the map, but like they don't give you a whole lot of history of some of the people because they just you see the world and stuff. So it's supposed to fill in the blanks, but I just think it's harder to remember people.
So
Yeah.
which one of us would make the best king, you think, huh? And who would be the Mad King?
Charlie,
Charlie's the Mad King. Yeah, definitely.
hands down.
And you're the guy beating whores.
No,
I'm not beating
no.
no.
Kimball is the Robert Baratheon. He's just
Oh really?
yeah. You're a very lecherous old man. I'm just kidding. You're not that guy.
Danny,
I do like my wine.
Yeah, who doesn't, right?
you like wine?
It's okay.
Box wine?
No, not box. Was it? You have to see the show. That's why I said that.
Yeah,
You
they're always
drink box
drinking
wine in
He
the show?
just drank wine.
Yeah,
the
they
whole
drink
time.
boxed wine out of the refrigerator.
Yeah, they
on
cracked
the
the
medieval
fridge.
show.
Give me more wine. Oh, where the box is empty. We'll get more boxes.
All right, but that's another episode of Game of Thrones. We'll talk about more
Yeah,
next week.
Next week,
So
coming at you.
All right,
I might
What-
take notes. Try not to sleep the whole time.
Yeah, that
Take
definitely
notes.
helps not sleeping through the show.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine sitting down and watching a show and my notepad and my paper.
Taking
Like,
notes.
oh, what's gonna happen this one? Huh?
I did that one time.
with what?
What show?
Yeah.
I would not say.
We're not getting paid.
Wh-
Once we get
why,
paid,
why
I'll
were you
break
taking
out
notes for a
notepad.
show? First of all,
I don't want to say. All
Yeah,
right. what's
you don't
the
have to
next-
say what
I'm
the
not
show
saying, I'm not
was. You
saying.
don't have to say what it
I'm not
was. But why
saying.
were you taking notes?
I don't know.
Maybe it was a show.
What? What was it?
I'm not saying.
You got.
What's
why
up
can't you
next?
answer?
Legend of Korra? Is that what we're going to?
Yeah, we're talking about Legend of Korra
What
because
about it? I want to
somebody
know
doesn't
now.
want
He's
to
being
say.
so dismissive of it.
We don't have time to talk about that because we're talking about Legend of Korra. Which what do you
We
think of
don't
the
need to
episode,
talk
Dan
about
Kimmel?
Legend of
Well, TiVo fucked up. I didn't find it online. Thank God I did.
Yep. So what? That's
It didn't
good for
look
you.
that good though. It was bad,
What,
bad quality. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
so
it
they, like,
wasn't
filmed
very-
it in a mirror, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. All right. No, but there was it wasn't a very action heavy episode.
No,
It's
but I
def-
did like it a lot because they showed that guy who makes the cars. What's his name?
Hirosho Sato.
It's Sato.
Oh my God! How do you watch these shows?
Wait,
All the
what?
shows.
That guy's actually voiced by Daniel Day Kim from Lost.
Yeah, the guy is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, he's just like, "Hello, my shop. I'll show you my cars." And it's like he's
and
like
his
a Henry Ford
cars
type
are
guy.
awesome. Yeah,
Are they real cars? Are they
in the
made up
no.
cartoon cars?
They're cartoon cars, yeah. Well, they're CGI cars actually. They use a computer to. Do
Oh
it.
my God! There's like this is like crappy CGI. And
Well,
Inserted
no,
in
the cars actually don't look that bad.
remember the
No,
old
they look cool.
Spider-Man cartoon that was on TV? And like sometimes when he swang, like in the later episodes,
Yeah.
they used to put the buildings in like crappy 3D.
Well, yeah, they do that with like some the DC direct to video ones. They do that a lot because it's so much cheaper just to do it that way.
No, I mean I'm talking way back in like the
Way
90s.
I know it's
back.
still cheaper to do it that way back in the 90s because that way you don't have to draw it again. It's just sitting on a computer and you just put it in.
Cut and
Yes.
paste, baby.
Because when you draw it, you have to do each frame.
It's just awful.
Yeah.
It's just awful. The Legend Core.
Yeah. So in this episode, pretty much Korra is like dealing with the aftermath of this the Aemon's like ability to take away bending, and she's very frightened of it, but she doesn't want to show it throughout the
Yeah,
whole
she's
episode.
extremely frightened of it.
Yeah,
Like
they
the-
do a good
I
job
didn't
with
see
that.
Yeah, you didn't see that?
episode at all.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so
Okay.
they do a good job about showing, like, people who bring up the guy's name, and then like she's like all gung ho. Then like as soon as the camera like cuts away from like the main people, you see her sigh.
Yeah, or something like that. And like he's also like showing up in random places. Like she's going through her like airbending exercises and listening to the radio, and then
Yeah.
Amon, what's his name? Amon, right? He just pops in over the loudspeaker and he's just over the radio and he's just like, the equalist movement is under attack because they actually send up all the benders are like in charge of the city and they set up like a task force to try and like take down these equalist guys who are teaching everyone the chi blocking technique so people can't bend. But that chi blocking technique, it takes away the bending for a short period of time, unlike what Amon can do and just take away forever.
Yeah.
So
Let's do it at the beginning. It's kind of neat because she like they show her sleeping in bed and they show like Eamon attacking and her, his guys. It was just like a bad dream though, but it was kind of neat. I thought it was real at first.
J.K. Simmons, he's like that State Farm guy or farmers. We're farmers. Boom, 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 boom.
I have no idea, but he was J. Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man trilogy, the original
You
one.
guys never seen the farmers commercials?
I don't know.
No, I mean I've seen them.
Really?
Probably. I don't remember them. I don't.
I didn't take notes on that.
J.K. Simmons is a better actor to.
Do you think he knows about this? If you guys went to this like a conference about this stuff, and you were asking him questions, would he be like,
He would know
confused?
about his particular character probably,
"Yeah, okay"?
but that happens a lot with voice actors. Is they don't
They don't
watch
really
it
care about-
necessarily,
they
but
just
they
get
get
the
their
paycheck.
scripts. Yeah, I mean that too, but like in terms of like some voice actors are really into it. Like the guy on Futurama who does Hermes, what's his name?
I don't know his name.
Oh, you don't know his name? Well, he's a really big comic guy, and he also did the voice of Static Shock and stuff. And like he was really interested in it and stuff. And like during the like sessions where they'd record, he'd bring like comics with him to read and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, so some of them are actually big fans and stuff. And like there's like some people are really into it. And like Keith David always works with this one guy, Greg Weisman, who did Gargoyles and Young Justice right now, and he did Spectacular Spider-Man. Keith David's been in like every show he's done.
Keith David is the man. He's
one of the best voice actors too. There's a lot of good voice actors out there.
He usually has the same voice. Like it's nice when you can make that like one voice. Like
you work for different guys.
Work for everything.
Well, actually, his voice in Gargoyles is sort of different. You can tell it's Keith David, but it's a little different than like other.
A little
other
raspier
work.
or something.
No, it's less raspy actually. It's more. Oh. He seems younger. It was like 10, 15 years ago too. So there's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I like about this episode is that it shows how like young Korra is, that she can't like deal with like the fact
the
that
stress.
Yeah, of what it means to like be responsible for everybody and all this.
Being the avatar.
Yeah, and it also raises the fact of like if she loses her bending, she doesn't really have an identity right now, and she's so tied to being the avatar that she doesn't know how she could like survive without being the avatar to a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then they also had Mako, who's part of the firebending team, the pro bending team.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he meets the Sato guy, and so that's how they're getting money for their pro bending team.
He actually ends up like the Sato's daughter ends up running him over, and so then like the shit like they're in love.
Running him over with what?
A scooter. Actually.
Yeah, he wasn't a scooter.
He wasn't driving one of the Hato cars.
Yeah.
I saw some guy.
Sato, whatever. You fucking Japanese over there.
I saw some guy on an on-ramp for a highway on a scooter. Is that legal? That's not legal, right?
On a highway?
Well,
depends on what side. Was there a license plate on it?
I think it had one.
Yeah, then it's fine.
That's legal.
Really?
Yeah.
Those things like top out at like 50.
No, it depends on which one it is, because they can go up to like 250 cc.
Yeah.
And you need a license plate for anything bigger than 50 cc.
I don't think I could ever drive one of those.
I rode a scooter. I rode a scooter.
Yeah, people do it in Europe a lot with the scooter type things.
I don't know.
I took a scooter from Colony down to Stop and Shop, nearly crashed.
That doesn't sound good.
Sounds awful.
The thing's weird though, because there's two cycles, so you do just whack and it's like bam, 10 grand. It's like wing. No, it doesn't do that. It just sits at 10 grand the whole time.
Oh,
so it's weird. No, but it was a good episode. I think didn't Korra kind of have like a man crush on that guy?
Yeah. They definitely show it a little bit. Like she's definitely like when she meets him, it's like, oh, how did you meet? And something like
she's a girl.
Yeah.
So how does she have a man crush?
Yeah,
crush on a man. I don't know. Yeah, it's a crush on a man.
Sorry,
I don't know why I said man crush. Yeah. Yeah, but there's like, so we got like a triangle. Well, it's actually almost like a square because Bolin definitely is interested in Korra. And then like Korra's interested in Mako. And Mako, I think he's interested in Korra. But
see, a love triangle.
He's really in love with this new girl.
A love triangle is a romantic, confusing situation. Love square just means everyone's a bunch of whores.
Nah, that just means at one point
nobody's sleeping around right now. It's just people.
But that's
don't know
because it's a children's show.
I definitely think he should stay. If I had to pick between Korra and
Sammy.
Yeah, I would go with Sammy.
Well, because she's got the Sato fortune there.
And
you actually learn though, there's a lot of people in this show who are
picking
like
who you would do in the cartoon.
No, who Mako should go with.
Yeah.
Who? Excuse me, sir.
We're living through someone else. All right.
Mako's awesome though, but Bolin's really funny. He's like the Sokka of this series.
He's kind of an idiot though, I think.
He is a little bit, but he's like carefree and lighthearted, you know.
Yeah, an idiot.
Don't insult Bolin in my presence, all right?
I just did.
I love Bolin.
He's awesome. But
I knew you were gonna say that.
But also,
what a pun.
For fans of the original show, there's Princess Yue in the first season of Avatar. She actually is doing the voice of Asami Sato, who's with Mako right now, sort of. So that's something for the fans there.
So what's the hatred between the so bad with names?
The Benders?
Or the guy with the arrow and the guy on the council.
Oh, well, they're both on the council. So there's this council that runs the city, and they're all from different areas. So like this guy's Northern Water Tribe, and he's like he seems power hungry in the show.
Right.
Like so, and then Tenzin's all about peace and stuff, and then like
smoking the weed.
This guy who's from the Water Tribe, he's like using this to get power and like
opium.
fight these like equalists, like, but he's creating his own task force and stuff. And
Yeah.
it's kind of like
Seems like a lot of tension between them. 'cause
Yeah.
they're like
well, he's like solidifying power, and Tenzin's trying to like keep the situation from boiling over. Agree, because like that is escalation. I mean, they're going after equalists who should have a right to defend themselves against benders by learning the chi thing. Like technically, are they really breaking the law by learning chi blocking like technique of fighting?
yeah,
I don't think that should be illegal. So
yeah, I could see that.
so like you're just fanning the flames for people to like resent the benders, and like you're proving the equalists right, and that
Right.
the benders are oppressing them.
I don't know. I just feel like too, like, you know, for Korra, it's supposed to be like the Avatar. I feel like she gets the ass handed to her a lot.
Yeah, well, she's still learning. She's
I understand
she's what they're showing you is that she's a 16-year-old girl, and this is how they would react with all this responsibility.
Yeah.
And also, like the equalists, they know what they're doing. You know.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like she gets beat up a lot,
Yeah,
and she
that's
needs to
life.
get saved all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. At the end of the episode, she pretty much breaks down and cries, has like a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Almost.
Sweet.
Not a mental breakdown, but like just a breakdown.
Emotional breakdown.
Emotional
She's-
breakdown.
I'm
yeah.
sure is what you meant.
Well, she went through a lot, man.
Yeah. It's a good episode though. Not
Yep.
the best one, I would say.
No, but a necessary episode
Yeah.
to just explore the characters more. Like we got a lot more with Mako.
Yeah. Mako.
Mako Shark.
No, that was definitely an okay episode.
All right, and then back into another cartoon. So I watched Young Justice season 2, which actually did
Sandy's gonna love this
Yeah.
episode.
I know.
I know.
This is, why am I on this episode?
for the trials part, I guess.
I didn't even play Oh, I did play
Yeah, you
Trials.
played at Danny's.
Yeah, fucking spanked everyone's record too.
No, you. I have
A couple of
Spanked
them.
them.
Yeah, a couple of me.
Yeah,
helped
but
with the
you.
records.
All right, we'll get there in a second.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so Young Justice. What the thing I really liked about this is they did something that's like,
First episode of the new season.
yeah, they jumped ahead 5 years. Like, so they start at the beginning where the last
They
season
warned you?
ended.
Did you know
They
it
do
was
like
going
5
towards
minutes.
this at all?
No, I had no idea they were gonna jump ahead
So
5
you turn
years.
in there like, hey, 5 years later.
Yeah, I turn it on.
Did
I'm
you like
watching
shit
it.
a brick?
I think I would
Yeah,
be
it's
mad.
just I thought it. I am
be like,
mad
what
to a
the fuck?
degree. It's like, but it's such an audacious thing to do, to just be like, all right, we're going 5 years in the future.
That just seems
catch
like
up.
we're scrapping the. Why did we pick this age? We should have picked this age. Let's just.
Well,
do
no,
this
it's
now.
more of a doing an origin story and then skipping ahead 5 years. But
No, it's more like judging by our viewership, this age group relates more, so we're gonna
no,
change the cartoon.
it's just a way to get more characters in quickly.
No.
Like they grew the team. Like it's older, so all this stuff happened in the past and it was affecting where the characters are now, but also is a way to get a bunch of other people on this team.
Do you think in the next episode or the next season they're gonna skip ahead a few years, or maybe not 5, but
I honestly don't know what
I think
they'll
they're gonna do like a prequel, like toddler.
whoa, that's going way back.
superhero.
what, like Teen Titans kind
No,
of right now.
younger.
They're pretty young on
Like
the Teen
diaper.
Titans show.
Are they teens?
Yeah.
Like Rugrats meets Justice League.
All right, you're just being stupid right now.
Justice League.
I think
But-
people would watch.
Shut up. All right.
Oh, Danny's getting
Yeah,
upset.
it's stupid what he's saying.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it is. But
This
it
is
doesn't
stupid.
matter. You're entitled to your stupid opinion. All right, is what I'm saying.
Maybe some
think-
people think teen.
I don't know if you want to say it
Superheroes
on
is
the air,
stupid.
but do you want to say your idea for the next con?
Oh yeah, the costume con. No,
No,
people
co-
are gonna steal my
A
idea.
cosplay
Sandy
con.
wants
no,
to put
I
on a
didn't
cosplay
copyright it.
con. It's
Oh.
just cosplay. That's all it is.
Did you buy the URL for that yet?
I don't know how to buy things.
Oh well, all
Need a
right.
Kickstarter. Kickstart me, people.
Oh, you could kickstart that.
cosplay con.
Could you kickstart cosplay
Yeah.
con?
I mean, you could probably, if you get enough people, you could rent out a hotel room to do it. Not a hotel room,
God,
but
Danny, I'm
a
not trying to have
function
some
room?
weird
no
sexual.
no
fucking costume
hotel
thing.
like auditorium.
That works
type
out
thing.
well because if you do a hotel room, the people can hook up and just go upstairs.
No,
I
but-
don't want a bunch of costume.
A bunch
people,
of furries going
I
on.
don't want like that. What's that movie with the masked orgy? Like everyone's wearing masks. It's a big orgy.
Oh,
Eyes wide shut. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
All right, no, I'm just saying, like rent out an American Legion or something. You could do it.
I was at the
Cosplay
American
con.
Legion today.
I don't know who you're gonna get.
Why don't you get do it big? Rent out the Boston
Yeah,
Convention
yeah.
Center.
rent out?
Exactly.
There's no way you're gonna.
All right, at least do the Heinz then.
Are they closed one day? Can we just go in? break in.
Yeah, break in.
Have it come
Yeah,
up.
and
I'm
just be like,
passing out
hey,
cards."
we're doing a convention here right now.
Look at I got badges and everything.
No one's gonna go to a con that's just people dressing up.
People fucking get excited to dress up. For
I
these
disagree,
things.
man. You get millions of people
Yeah,
go to
but-
fashion shows.
Yeah, but like
Exactly.
they're going to see something. Who do you go and see at a costume convention?
I don't know. We'll hire some celebrities.
You have a booth, like there's areas for like DC heroes. There's area for video games.
And what they're
You know, you
buying
stick-
costumes. It's
You-
like a Halloween store.
Utility
like a
kilts.
Halloween store, but everyone's
Utility
dressed
kilts.
up. And there's
I
fashion
like
shows.
how you completely derailed the Young Justice discussion.
I have that kind of power.
All right, let's
Yeah.
get back to it.
No, yeah. So yes, I'm a little confused right now. Don't know what's going. When I initially saw it, I thought maybe this one episode they're gonna jump ahead, but once they got into more, I'm like, no, they wouldn't go into this much trouble like creating the world for this one just to like have it be a flash forward. Like they're definitely gonna stay
How long
here right
before
now.
was there before they jumped ahead?
It was 6 months. Like the first season is 6 months, and each episode's like over like 2 days. So they did like 6 months.
What?
Like
Are you talking 6 months in the time span of the show, or in our
there's
time
26 episodes, and they took place over 6 months in the show's universe.
I'm talking our universe. How many months?
Oh, I don't know. They had weird scheduling things where they pushed it back and stuff. I don't know.
All right.
There's 26 episodes though. They do
26
an episode a week, but they skipped a lot. Like it premiered in September, and then we just hit the end of the
That's
season
a pretty
last
long.
week.
That's a pretty long period of time. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like, oh, we did 3 episodes like this, and then we jumped ahead 5 years. You know?
No, they did 26 episodes,
Okay.
and then they jumped ahead 5 years. So there's also a couple characters we don't really know where they are right now, or if they're even alive. So I'm looking forward to next week's episode, see if we can get them, because a couple of them I really like Wally West is the Flash, like Kid Flash. I don't know where he is. And then there's Calder, who is Aqualad. I don't know where he is. And then there's another one who's what's her name? Arrow something? Artemis, who's like a character in there. I don't know where she went.
I don't know. So this was
Good at
the
art. What's her power?
She's an archer.
Oh,
But she's also like her sister is Cheshire. Yeah, Cheshire.
the cat.
Yes, named after the cat, and she's like a bad guy, and then her dad is a bad guy too, and he was Sportsmaster, who's a DC villain.
Sportsmaster.
Yeah, these are characters created from the
So
80s
is
and
he
stuff.
like
I
a
don't know.
football helmet on?
No, he's got like a almost hockey mask type thing.
what's his name?
Sportsmaster is the name of that.
Name off
villain.
all the '80s characters.
Yeah,
No, that guy's.
Let's hear
70s
some
one, I
really
think.
bad superheroes.
I don't know. This
All right,
Guardian.
What's he?
He's just a guy with like a golden helmet, and he's like
Big.
buff guy. Yeah.
Who's the other pawn one?
what blonde one?
No,
Sportsmaster.
the one that does the water. What was his name?
That does the water.
Aqualad.
No, not Aqualad.
Lagoon Boy.
Yeah, Lagoon
Lagoon
Boy.
Lagoon Boy. Then there's like
What's his power? He lives in a lagoon. I don't
No,
know.
He's like the Loch Ness
He's like an
Monster.
amphibian guy, and then there was like Miss Marsh and stuff, and Beast Boy. Everybody knows Beast Boy, right?
No, everyone doesn't know Beast
How do you
Boy.
not know Beast Boy? He's the
He's a
green
boy that's
guy,
a
Garfield
beast.
Logan. Oh god,
Yeah.
Garfield.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, he loves lasagna.
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
What's his power?
Yeah.
He actually
be blue.
he's got like a scarab thing that's from an alien race called the Reach, and they infect it on a host, and that person is supposed to like take over the planet, so then the Reach can come take all the resources and then destroy the planet and leave.
So he's
Wait,
gonna take over.
but
the
like-
Was
planet.
this in this episode? Was that Blue Beetle in there?
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
that
Blue
was
Beetle.
Blue Beetle?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
God.
he's like talking to himself, and he's talking to the scarab. Is what he's doing, but you don't know that.
So he's actually bad.
Blue beetles. There are multiple blue beetles, but this scarab was damaged, so it's not working correctly. So he just uses it as a super suit right now. But it's like attached to him, like it's in it. It's like an exoskeleton that can just like wrap around himself. Yep. But
Weird.
that's why in the episode the when the alien race that was there, once they saw Blue Beetle, they're like, "Oh my God, it's a guy from the Reach! Run away from him!" Because Blue Beetles are like wicked,
Men in
powerful
Black
guys.
aliens.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
hiding.
that's why
somewhere.
they ran away.
That's
from?
why they ran, because they saw Blue Beetle and they're like, "Oh God, we don't want to mess with the
Oh
Reach."
shit!
Because the Reach is like this uber powerful like alien race. Yep.
So that was my first Justice League, or
Young Justice.
Young Justice.
Young Justice League.
I can't leave. I like to
It's
put the
not
league
Young
in there,
League.
and he gets mad
They're
at
not
me.
part of the league. They even mentioned in the episode why they can't go to the planet Ran is because they were under mind control once and they wrecked that
kids?
part of the space. No, like Justice League guys were under mind control. So Justice League guys cannot go to this planet Ran. But
Is that where these kids
the
are?
Young Justice can go there. No, they're not on Ran yet. A couple of them went to Ran at the end of the episode. Beast Boy, Superboy, and Miss Martian.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is
That's,
my first.
with
that's
Adam
pretty
Strange.
reckless. That must not be really important. They're like for the Justice League to be like, all right, kids, we're gonna throw you a bone. Go check this out.
Well,
We're
they
gonna
couldn't.
test you out.
They couldn't go there. The Justice League couldn't go there. If they went there, they would have caused like a galactic incident and been like arrested.
I love those galactic incidents.
Yeah. So that's why they went there. They're like a covert team.
So this is my first episode, though, and I
Bunch
have
of
to
goofy
say
kids.
I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah, like it's well animated. The
It is
action's
well
cool.
animated.
God,
Sandy,
that's
what
just
did you
like
think?
anything that's a cartoon.
No.
No, that was. I've seen some bad animated action cartoons.
Animated.
Yeah, animated.
Animated.
Yeah, but it was
It's way too many people, though.
Yeah, it was overwhelming.
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. Especially like I don't know a whole lot of history to it.
Yeah, like for me, like there are characters that'll show up. Like there's this guy in the brain they call him. He's a villain, and he's just a brain that's in like this machine. And
They
he's
had
got
him on Futurama, I think.
Yeah, they probably make fun of him. Yeah,
I don't know.
'cause
I
he's
just think
like
of the
a
brain
50s
bug
character.
from Starship Troopers.
The brain bug, is that in it?
But no, but there's
Why not?
and then there's a gorilla with him, Miss Mala,
A
who is with
gorilla?
him. Yeah.
Just a regular gorilla.
So like, there's all these characters that I know when they show up. I was like, it's Dr. Fate. It's Zatanna.
Why did I need a gorilla? Doesn't the
With-
Beast guy turn
Beast-
into a gorilla?
Yeah, he can turn into a gorilla.
So how
The
come
gorilla's a bad guy.
can the Beast thing turn into?
Yeah,
like,
Beast Boy can turn into any animal
Why only
on
animals?
because I don't
He
know
can
something
turn
with
into
his. He got injected with this like stuff to save his
So he
life.
can turn into people, right? We're animals.
Yeah, he can turn into people, but
So he can look like any
Is
person.
did he?
no,
cha-
he'll be green.
he did change it. Is it?
Yeah, he looks like a monkey now.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's always looks like a monkey now and he can't change into the human, or if he's just walking around as a monkey now.
He just prefers monkey.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Maybe they're more like
Easy to move around.
ambulatory,
Yeah.
you know? Like
Yeah.
So, what do you think of the second season so far?
I like the characters they added because a lot of them are because they got Tim Drake is in it now and he's one of the better Robins, and then Robin is Nightwing now, which is cool, and Wonder Girl showed up, which is pretty cool. I like her, and then
how many Robins are there?
Batgirl showed up. There have been 5 Robins.
What is Batman just like?
Well,
This Robin's
his
getting
first one they
old.
picked up was Dick Grayson, and then Dick got old and he moved on to Nightwing, and then he found another like orphan on the streets of Gotham.
Batman a pedophile?
People have interpreted it that way, but no, he's not. He's looking after lost souls, man. He needs a partner.
Why does he like get them when they're young and when they get too
Because
old?
he's got to train them up. No, he doesn't get rid of them when they're too old. What happened was, all right, Dick Grayson got old, and he wanted to get out from under Batman's shadow. So
Batman's a
he went away.
He doesn't have a girlfriend.
He
right?
went away. He has Batman has tons of
He has
girlfriends all the
hookups,
time.
but he never has like that.
No, he doesn't, because his relationship is with fighting crime, and that's it. All right,
Okay.
he's singly determined in fighting crime. All right, so we got Dick Grayson. So he gets old, moves away, and then he gets another one, Jason Todd. Jason Todd gets murdered by the Joker, but he gets thrown in a Lazarus pit, and he comes back to life.
A
but
Lazarus pit?
yes, that's what keeps Ra's al Ghul alive, is he keeps going in Lazarus pit. But it makes you crazy if you use it too much.
Okay.
So when he came back, he was Red Hood, and he was like a sort of a bad guy anti-hero, who was like killing villains and stuff. And then this other guy, Tim Drake, found out who Batman was. So Batman's like, well, you know who I am now, so you can be Robin now. and he went on to be Red Robin because
I love those burgers.
yes.
Red Robin.
So this one, Tim Drake goes
That's
on
probably
to
what Batman said when he Red Robin.
yeah. So Tim Drake goes on to be Red Robin because Batman's son shows up that he had with Talia al Ghul.
And he turns out to be Robin too.
Yeah, so he's his Robin now because it's his son. Of course, he's going to be Robin.
Why do they have to be? Why can't he make something new for everyone so they feel special?
Because there always has to be a Batman and Robin. All right,
Can't be like Batman and
Batman teams up with people all the time, but you need the Batman and Robin. That's an important relationship.
See, that's the thing. Like, this whole universe is confusing because there's so many different layers, I think.
That's why it's interesting, though. Is that
I don't know. There's just too many layers.
Well, that's because this universe pretty much has been around since basically the 70s, as it is, and it just keeps going on and on.
yeah, but they should. I know they do. Like people die, but all of a sudden then they're back. Like
yeah,
a week
that
later.
happens. That happens. A lot of people die and then they come back.
Yeah, too many layers.
Things need to be finalized, and like it's so many people are writing like about one type of thing, and like, well, in this universe, well, remember when they crossed over, and now they're in the same thing. And
Well, for a while they got rid of the multiverse thing, and it's just one universe because they did a thing called Crisis on Infinite Earths, where they took the whole multiverse and combined it into one. And then they did that for a while, and then like Infinite Crisis came around, and they brought back the multiverse, and then there was Final Crisis, which was like a thing where Batman got thrown back.
And then there was Dino Crisis.
Yeah, and then there was
game on
Dino Crisis.
PlayStation.
All right, so that's enough about Young Justice. So you interested in maybe watching more of it, Kimball, or what?
Yeah, I might check out another episode.
Yeah. Whenever it comes out on Blu-ray, I'm gonna buy the season 1. So maybe you can check it out then.
Maybe, I don't know. I might watch them. Are they all the first season all on demand?
No, they've only got like 4 episodes on there.
All right, I'm gonna try finding them online.
It's all on YouTube, actually.
Are they like part episodes or full episodes?
They do it in parts. Part
I
1,
hate
part
when
2,
they do
3.
part episodes.
Yeah, I think it keeps the admins from finding out about the copyrighted thing if you cut it up like that.
Oh.
All right.
The admins.
Yeah.
God
so,
damn
okay.
you, admins.
All right. So then I saw Pirates
You're an
Bands of So I saw
For our
Pirates
website,
Bands of
right?
Misfits today, and it's
So is this
just
an
really quick.
animated show? What is it?
It's claymated.
I don't
it's
know
claymate.
anything about it.
It's It's a stop motion movie about pirates and they're going around the sea. It's the guys who did Chicken Run and Wallace and
They go
Gromit.
around.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck. I
Yeah.
would have gone probably.
Yeah, it's a lot of funny stuff. They
Is it
actually,
good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not.
I
It's not
love-
amazing.
I love Chicken.
Yeah.
Is it better or worse than Chicken Run?
It's worse than Chicken Run, but Chicken Run's really good. in my
It's
opinion.
really, really good.
So this is.
Oh,
What
it's
about
the best,
Wallace and Gromit? How's it
It's
rank
like
up against
Citizen
that?
Kane, Chicken Run.
Well, the Wallace and Gromit shorts are better than the movie Curse of the Were Rabbit. Curse of the Were Rabbit was pretty good though. So like,
Is that the one with the penguin?
no, it's not.
Okay.
It's the dog. Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, the old
penguin.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
but there's a penguin.
There
in
is
one
a
of them.
penguin. I think it might be a
In,
short.
in the
though.
Wallace and Gromit movie, or
In a
think
movie,
it
it's
might
like
be
a
short.
long movie. I don't know if it's that same one, but
Well, they only did one movie, and then there's a bunch of shorts. All right, but anyways, so it's pretty good. They actually had a song from Flight of the Conchords in it, which maybe Nick would have went if he knew that. But then they use like
That's all it
London
takes.
Calling
Is
too.
just the song for him to go.
It's pretty. This is pretty funny. The voice cast is pretty amazing. They've
Oh,
got
yeah.
Martin Freeman, who's playing Bilbo in the new Hobbit movie.
Yeah.
They had David Tennant, who was a Doctor Who, and
Yeah.
like Barty Crouch and Harry Potter and stuff. And then they had Hugh Grant was the main guy, who was like a captain, who's like
Hugh
trying
Grant?
to be Pirate of the Year. Yeah.
Really?
And then Brendan Gleeson was in it, and somebody else was in it that I forget. But yeah, so really great voice acting, and the animation is just really good. Like
Really
it's-
good.
Yeah,
Top
like the
notch.
set design of everything is just amazing, and then like the animation is really well done. So like even though the story is like kind of
The story wasn't great though.
yeah, I mean it's fun and it's easy to get
You
behind.
get like a outline of what goes on here. without
So basically
spoiling?
they're pirates and they're going around
pirates.
and there's this competition to be Pirate of the Year. So this captain wants to win it, but Al Roker was in this too.
But little
the
does
voice
he
of
know,
the
winning
pirate.
Captain of the Year is not so easy.
Jeremy Piven was in it either. So all these other captains are better than him, and he's feeling down. And then he ends up Then he ends up meeting Charles Darwin, and Charles Darwin points out that his parrot is actually a dodo that's supposed to be extinct. So then he gets roped into being like a scientist award thing.
Wow. So is there some kind of Darwinism message?
Yeah, there's a lot of jokes with Charles Darwin. It's like Charles Darwin has like this ape manservant with him who's like, he's pretty awesome because like eventually he robs somebody of like a boat, and like the chimp, he just pulls out a gun a lot of times and just like, hey, give me this, and like it's just a chimp. But they're like eating popcorn right next to one another. It's like, there's a resemblance with you. Could you guys be brothers or something? Like there's a lot of jokes about like evolution and stuff with that. So it's pretty entertaining. It's worth it, and just for how well it's animated, it's pretty good.
They knock like religion at all?
No, not really. No, it's not really about Darwinism. There's a couple jokes about Darwinism, but on the whole, it's just jokes about being pirates and stuff, and like England's like.
Did they do the pirate goes to see a movie joke?
No, they didn't. It wasn't rated R. No, but there's also a funny part. Like he ends up selling the dodo, and everyone's upset because the dodo is like a member of the crew. He does it to get money to win the pirate contest. But so he's just like, all right, come on, guys, we can get over this R. And then he's just like, just because you said R doesn't make this right. And he walks away.
Oh, really?
Which was kind of funny.
So what would you give it on the Attic Podcast
on
scale?
the Attic Podcast scale of 7? I would give it a 5. Yeah, we don't do it. Do we do halves?
Yeah, you can do halves.
Yeah, we can.
5.5
if you need it. It's not preferred.
He gets a 7 for animation, but 5.5 as a movie.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
pretty good. So it's
how did it do this weekend though in the box office?
Everything did really, really bad at the box office this weekend.
This
Think Like a Man was #1 again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never even heard of that movie.
Yeah,
I didn't
either. It only made like 15 million this weekend, and it was the #1 movie. Everything else
what is
like,
it?
made like 10
Is
million.
it like a chick flick?
Yeah, it's like a chick flick. Like it's like, I don't know. I guess it's like what women want. I've never even heard of it before either. I'm surprised it's #1 at the box office because if I've never heard of it until it came out,
it's gotta have like a heartthrob, like a.
No, it doesn't have anyone I know.
Yeah, but it's gotta be like an up and coming one that the young kids know and like.
No, it's no Zac Efron's movie did not do well.
It didn't,
but Think Like a Man did.
See, I saw that movie. That movie got a shit ton of advertisements on TV.
What
the one where he's in the army and
the Nicholas Sparks one?
Yeah,
is it Nicholas Sparks? I don't know.
I saw that preview like a million times. I've never even heard of this other one.
Yeah, I saw
watch a lot of TV.
Preview trailer the other day. I don't know, TV spot. Who knows? But this week coming up, Avengers will be big at the box office. So.
You think
that's this weekend?
Oh yeah, it's gonna light up, man.
Like the 4th of July.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like the Hunger Games, but not quite.
No, it's gonna be bigger than the Hunger Games.
You think so?
Oh, dude, you get everyone who ever watched the other like superhero movies, combine them all together, and it's gonna be big.
It's gonna be big.
I think it's gonna be bigger on the fact that it's gonna have more of like a around the world. People are gonna be interested in seeing it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna do well overseas too.
Yeah.
It's already in England. It broke records there. And
it's in England already.
Yeah.
Why do they get it first?
It came out like April 27th.
Why do they get it?
I don't know. They did that way.
It's agreement we had.
Well, they always have to wait usually, so whatever.
Bunch of
part of the contract when they let us separate from.
So it made 36 million over there, and that was a record, and it's already broken records in terms of pre-sales already. So it's gonna be big.
Oh, did you get your tickets?
No, I didn't get them yet. I should probably.
Yeah, I gotta get mine.
Already?
Sunday night. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, midnight's already sold out. Fridays are probably sold out already.
You think so?
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Why do you need to see it right away?
You gotta be part of that crew.
I'm really excited to see the Avengers movie.
Nothing better than getting jammed in a theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of people all excited.
Bunch of fucking nerds sitting next to you.
Getting giddy.
Oh no,
not really.
There'll be women there too, man. You got Chris Hemsworth taking off his shirt again, maybe. Who knows? Like, did you see Thor in like the theater?
No, I didn't see Thor.
Oh well, so there's a scene where Chris Hemsworth takes off his shirt and like walks around and puts on a shirt, and he's like wicked cut, and there's like an audible gasp of all the women in the theater.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like if you
That's
ever
kinda
went,
funny.
like it actually happened. Like you could hear like just like a gas of it, just from
That's kind of funny.
whatever girls are in there.
That's pretty funny.
Whatever girls got dragged with their boyfriend. But
All right, so you guys all played some trials this weekend, or not this past week, or whenever you guys played, whatever.
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Saturday. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter when you played.
Well, I played a little bit when I first bought it. I ended up playing till midnight when I probably shouldn't have been. But it's so addicting.
It is good. It's fun.
I heard
Except that
Kimball retried one race. How many times?
Oh yeah. So Charlie and I were doing a multiplayer online, and like we can set it's differently when you play online than when you do.
It's not on the same screen, or
Like the guys, he's not. They have different maps because you can do the single player maps then,
Yeah.
and then he just shows up as the dot.
oh, all right. That doesn't seem as fun. having
It's
the
not,
dot
but
be
then you
there.
get more maps though.
All right, yeah, yeah. Some of those maps are pretty crazy.
Wait, when you race online with someone, they only show up as the dot?
Depending
They
depending on what map, and if he does like one of the regular 4-player split screen ones or the
You see him?
the local one, you see a shadow of him, and he doesn't get jumped ahead.
Oh.
Yeah,
you could end up like waiting.
Oh
for him,
yeah,
though, right?
no. There's like a 10-second. If you beat him, you only get 10 seconds, and
Oh really? So
if you can't
some
beat it,
do
then-
not finish.
Yeah,
I got a couple of those with Sandy when
Oh.
we were playing multiplayer.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Good.
You got DNFs
Yep, man.
even though you got jumped ahead.
Yeah. Well, I was right at the end of it.
I can't believe I didn't think the course would get so long. Like there's like 10-minute, 20-minute courses.
Yeah, there was a
and-
10-minute course and the checkpoints were so like differently spaced. They're not as easy as they were before. So
Right.
me and Sandy were like trading off, and we were struggling. We almost ran out of time.
Yeah,
Mostly because I kept running into the same rock over and over again.
yeah. It's
there
hard.
There was
though.
one where Danny literally like
I could
Took
not
forever.
get like I kept peeling out the car, but like I like how you can
It's a motorcycle.
compare yourself to other people, and like I compare myself to Kimball, and like my restarts were like almost triple what he had.
Oh really?
Like we had the same amount of races, but he restarted to the checkpoint like 50 times or whatever. I'm at like 300 already,
oh
so you can just tell how much I'm just mess up and restart.
wow. So but so there's this one map. There's like there's like hard, and then we did this extreme one. It came up, fucking awful. I was sitting on this.
What makes it so hard?
I was sitting on this platform surrounded by water, and you had to jump to a pretty steep ramp. It was flat and then ramped way up.
Yeah.
And so I think I tried like 75 times to get to
Wow.
that one platform. And then after that platform, you had to launch off of it and go over to like this floating dock. And I finally figured out how to get to that platform almost every time. And so I could never reach the dock though. Like I wasn't even close. I wasn't even like hitting the front tire on. I was just just going right before it.
maybe you need a certain bike to do. I'm starting to think like certain bikes
They do make a difference, I think, too.
are required to do
Yeah.
certain courses.
And so then I finally made it to the dock. And so then to get to the next part, after you go off the dock and you land on looks like a stack of pallets, and then you launch to a ramp that's like fucking almost vertical. So I would hit it and
Some
just
crazy stuff.
I would just bounce off and hit in the water. I never made it past it,
Wow.
and I did like 230 tries.
They do a lot of cool stuff with like incorporating like sometimes you gotta knock over like logs and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's kind of
And
cool.
then like
That
the
fucks you up the
things,
first time.
The things floating in the water too. Like if you hit them in a certain way, like
Yeah.
they sort of like lean back, and if you don't do it right, you end up just falling into the water. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
It fucks you up.
Did you ever hit the ones where it's like it's a water that just shoots you up?
Yeah.
Those are pretty
Geyser?
crazy. Yeah, that's pretty
believe
much
is the
like
word.
geysers. You're just driving along, you hit a geyser, it like flips you up, and you're like,
It's hard though because it
Barely
wants
landing.
to flip you. So you and you can't see your guy as like inside the water, so you don't know which way you got to lean to
Yeah.
correct him.
I'm an expert at backflips.
Sandy hit these spots where it would just explode him like over like obstacles.
Oh really?
And like he couldn't see over the smoke of the explosion of his guy.
Oh yeah, I would go off ramps and they would do like pyrotechnics on the side of the ramp.
Oh really?
Go off it, and then there's a whole bunch of smoke, so you can't
Huh.
really see till the last second.
So, no, definitely a good game though.
Yeah, especially like yeah, I've set you as like my rival right now.
So
So
did you?
show
Are
up
you?
red.
Are you pulled ahead of me?
In a couple things, I'm ahead of you, but not a lot. Like some of the easy ones, that's where I'm ahead. I think just because you only did them once and then moved on.
Yeah.
Where I'm like done them a couple times.
Because I got the gold, so I just never. So would you go back with the better bike and redo them? See, I never did that.
So some of them it helps a lot, and other times it's just like it gives you too much power, so you end up hitting jumps.
Yeah, you
wrong.
go too fast.
Yeah.
What? But how many bikes do you have unlocked?
4.
Oh, you got 4.
Yep.
I think I only got. So you got all of them except for that last weird one, right?
No, I'm missing 2.
Oh, so we're at the same. So I have 4.
Like you got 450.
Yep.
CC.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So I gotta go back and redo them, reclaim my gold.
I'm close to unlocking enough for the A class test.
Yeah.
So once I get that one, then I should be set at least.
Yeah.
Because I can usually get the bronze on things, which is generally what I'm trying to do right now, just so I can unlock
Way to
things.
set the bar high.
Yeah, I'm
Move
just
along.
trying to finish tracks right now, not really.
Dude,
Too
I
well.
guarantee you, like, I don't think any of us are gonna be able to do the extreme tracks. They're like fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. And apparently also once you unlock gold and everything, you unlock a platinum
Yeah,
medal.
yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, which is insane because the golds are already hard enough.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Like, I don't like it on like the golds on like for the medium or the hard. I don't know. Like, you have to do a quick run, but no faults throughout the whole run.
That's the worst part. No faults.
Yeah. There's like, for the most part, I can do no faults, but there's like every now and then, like this is one part I always usually fuck up on.
Yeah. Well, if you're really good, the best way to do it to get the most speed is just do a wheelie throughout the entire course. If you do it that way, you'll go wicked fast, but like it's hard to do.
What?
Like I've done it for like half a course and then I'll just crash and ruin it, and it doesn't matter that I was so far ahead of everyone because I messed up, so I can't get the gold even though my time is better.
That's good. The thing is though, like on the one of the ones I did, like I was like, I thought I didn't know I had to do no faults. And so I just fucking wrecked the time for gold. Like it was like 46. I did it in 41.
Wow.
And I'm like, why didn't I get the gold? And I was like, I had to do no faults because I had to use one fault.
Yeah, the faults kill you, especially when you're doing really good and then you get right towards the end, and that's when you mess up. Yep.
The faults kill us. Any comments, Sandy?
I wish I could get this game. Still.
Yeah, so if you would like to donate an Xbox to Sandy, by all means, do it. But who knows? Could be a price drop coming in June during E3. They might announce a price drop, maybe. Get it to 100.
I can't spend money on leisure things anymore.
I don't know why. The girl bought a 3DS.
Yeah.
And that was more money.
More money.
More
$100
money, more money, more problems.
You can't swing $100. Come on, man.
I don't want to spend $100.
Dude, you got $60 for a clean, safety record.
I know.
If you pocket that instead of going out and spending it on drinks.
I'd rather spend it on drinks.
In 3 months from now, you could have had an Xbox.
Put it in the bank. Get
Put it in the bank.
Get some interest on that.
Yeah, put it in a high interest, high
yield interest.
Yeah.
Hyena.
You almost get a whole penny.
No, I don't know. No, I got to start putting money away for college, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like $20 a week.
On that bombshell.
Imagine that. Like,
all right. That's good for Sandy.
On that bombshell, we're going to leave.
Yep. So, again, like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube page at youtube.com/addictpodcasts. Review us on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter at addictpodcasts. And tell your friends about us. And leave comments on either the addictpodcast.com thing or iTunes. Write a review. You know,
leave a comment. If you made it this far, leave a comment.
Actually, I want to bring it back real quick. Comic book of the week, Danny.
We're bringing back comic book of the week. They just finished a storyline that was a crossover between Spider-Man, Punisher, and Daredevil. That was pretty good. So my comic book kick of the week is Daredevil number 10, 11. I mean, Punisher number 10 finished. No, Daredevil number 11.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
Daredevil number 11 is the one I'm comic book pick of the week. But
right.
coming up next week is...
No, this week.
All right, yeah. All right,
we'll wait for next week for next week.
What's Charlie's iPhone game of the week?
Charlie's iPhone game of the week is Carcassonne. On the Xbox Live Arcade.
All
I'm just saying, it's a good game.
Thank you.
It's not on iPhone. Bye.
All right, bye.
Yeah.